What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the Vercitorix gaming channel. Today we bring the second Wings of Dawn update that we have on the channel. Now, this was a dev update that the Wings of Dawn put out roughly about 9 days ago. This is the first time I've had a chance to actually watch it. Clack, the community manager, put up on the Discord server. Today is the first day of the month, and that signs another monthly progress video on YouTube. With the start of the new year and new tricks, we are beginning 2024 with January's monthly development update video. See how much we have progressed within a single month. All content has been gathered from dev updates and the newest things that we have been given from our development team. Most of the things are things you may have already seen, and there are few things that have not been shown, i.e. brand new content. It also contains our future plan with funding. So this is the dev update video. We're going to switch over to the screen now, and we're going to see exactly what they've come up with over the last month or so. So let's see what they've done.
Hello everyone, this is our second monthly update of the year, covering everything that has been made in January. Before I start, I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the support in the last video, which currently is sitting at around 24,000 views.
I mean, 15 seconds in, you can already see how good the landscape is in this game. The landscaping is absolutely superb. It looks good. The way you can fly in between it, they've left enough room for the dragons, rather, dinosaurs. Still thinking about Path of Titans in my head, but they've left enough room for the dragons to get through. It looks very immersive, but let's carry on.
Which we really didn't expect to get, so thank you very much. We also hit 4.6 thousand Discord members, which is amazing as well. So, as the update happened slightly differently this month, we had 4 updates, starting with the world update, followed by code, dragon, and finally back to world. We'll be dividing this update into dragon, creature, world, and other, with some special announcements towards the end.
So, I don't know if you could read that bit that was up at the top originally, but that was saying that they were testing this on a low to mid laptop. So the graphics aren't the best in this particular clip. I don't know whether they're going to swap over to a higher end computer to show off better graphics later. But what this does is it proves that this game will run on very mediocre gaming software, gaming system, basically a very mediocre gaming system. It proves it runs on it, which is a very good sign. Very good sign. It means it's optimized well.
So, we had a nice productive week, starting with finishing all the model sheets for small dragons. These are used to help Ek, our modeler, make our creatures or dragons at a fast pace. This has the benefit of allowing us to finally create a real size chart, so here are all the small tier playables.
So these are all the small tier playables, and we've got a nice range of sizes, and you can see they put a little human model in. So most of these are roughly around human height, apart from this one on the very end with that gorgeously long tail.
This will be slowly added to. The next dragons to be added will be medium-sized dragons.
Okay.
Many people have been interested in our skins and what customization will look like in the future, and we've decided that we want to add part of that sooner than we originally planned. So we've begun work on developing our skin customization system. We've completed some of this, but we won't be allowing testing of this until we're very happy with it and the UI is implemented.
Finally, skin customization. I remember saying in the last video that I hope they bring this in. They have said they're going to bring it in. Now you can see the changes that are being made on this model right here. That is fantastic news. People love designing their own creatures, and we've seen it in Path of Titans, we've seen it in the Isle. They love changing the colours and adjusting things. This is very good news. It means you can have a completely unique dragon or creature to everyone else. Something I like a lot. It's very immersive.
But this will allow you to choose a number of different things to colour. However, it will have limits, as we don't want bright pink or green neon dragons flying around.
That's fair. That's fair.
Our friends over at Omni Sound have got back from their holidays and have begun to start working on the sounds. This will take some time, however, they have decided to start with the icy sounds. They currently finished 21 sounds, ranging from idle, death,
That's a lovely animation.
flying,
Very immersive. I like
eating, bite, and most of the calls.
I like it. It's good. The animation's great as well. Beautiful threat and cool. Beautiful threat and cool. I like the range they use. Using all different parts of the vocalization of the dragon. I like that.
These we worked on all this month to hopefully have them finished. This work is not just for fully grown dragons, there will be different sounds for the age and location they are in. We will also add a feature where dragons will mostly sound different to one another, making for a more immersive environment. This means
He literally read my mind when he was talking about doing sounds for the baby creatures and the smaller dragons and all that sort of stuff, and he was saying about it being more immersive. That was literally what I was thinking. I was about to pause the video and say, doing sounds for younger and smaller and all the other creatures really gives an immersive feel. So it's good that they're looking at this.
that dragons will have randomized calls to have higher or lower pitch. So there is a lot of work that needs to be done, but the guys at Omni are professionals, so I'm very confident in their abilities to get this done. The Kirin has not progressed as much as we intended due to real life circumstances, but thanks to our very kind supporters over on Patreon, we've managed to get Ek to work on the models part-time, so it should be done relatively soon. Many of the animations are indeed finished, so we could theoretically throw the Kirin into the build currently, but we don't think it would be a good idea. But here are a few of the more interesting animations that Ek has made so far. While those are being shown,
That is a very nice walk animation, a very realistic animation. Those that watch my videos and watch my Pathotoid and stuff, they know I like realism. Realism is just something I just love in general in terms of gaming. And seeing realistic animations like these, cherry on the top of the cake.
we have some interesting comments on the previous video and in our Discord about Kirin, the Icy Crown, and Volgan. The Kirin is based on Eastern mythology. This is also known as a Girin, Kirin, or Quillin. Ours, however, is not a flyer. It does not have wings, and please keep in mind it's not a horse, deer, or a moose. It's kind of a hybrid between them all, so it can look strange how it moves, but this is by design.
I'm going to be honest. He says it might look strange, but looking at the just this walking animation, this eating animation, it looks relatively realistic. It doesn't look strange at all to me. It's a creature that I'm very much going to want to play, and it's because of these realistic movements. I mean, even though he said it's not a horse, it's not a deer, it's not all this, it's still moving as if one would. So I like it. I don't think it's a bad thing that it's a hybrid. I don't think it's a bad thing at all.
The Vulcan is also not meant to be a good flyer. It's meant to be a land-based predator that can fly, hence why its legs do not tuck in and its tail's all over the place while in flight. This will eventually be toned down, however, because we do agree that it's a bit wild. Also, for some keen-eyed people in the last update, you may have seen this strange speed difference between walking and running for the Vulcan. This is not going to be an animation. This is just a sped up walking animation. This will eventually be replaced for the tech demo as a quality of life update once everything is finished. So TLDR, it's not finished, it needs polishing.
I like the fact that they've taken on board what the community has said regarding the run animation. They've said why it's not finished and also basically when they're going to finish it. Very transparent. I like it. Let's keep going.
With the icy crowns, a few comments on its wings. This will be edited further down the line to have some better weight painting that should sort out some of the wing problems that are shown, and just like the Vulcan, will have a quality of life update before the crowdfunding.
That's fair. That's fair.
So time for the creatures now. The team has also been busy with the new lizard mount, a new AI species, scathe animations, and the start of a new creature. The lizard mount was given the name of an alpine monitor, which makes sense because it's based off of a monitor species. For those that did not watch the last video, this will be a jungle creature that's able to climb over very rough terrain and can have a 1-seat or 2-seat saddle, with the latter making the lizard unable to climb over vertical surfaces. We have also revamped an old species known as the Shelopod. This will be the largest tame in game and one of the largest permanent AI on the map.
Okay, so this is an AI creature, which level of detail for an AI creature is superb. I'm not quite sure about the horn at the front, at the very bottom, down here. I'm not sure about that so much. But overall, the design is very nice. It's got 4 eyes, by the looks of it. There could maybe be something to bring the tail in. The tail looks a little bit plopped on in terms of color scheme. I'm not talking about the model itself. I'm talking about in terms of color scheme. It looks like it could do with something else just to ease it in, make it look more part of the model, or the drawing, so to speak. I know it's got these grey marks around it and all that, but it still doesn't quite fit for me. This is a personal thing, and all my views on this video are my personal, but it just doesn't quite fit for me. Maybe have some of this browny color come down the tail, and then eases into this sort of plate. I suppose it's plate grey for plates. I mean, that's just a personal thing. It's just a personal thing. It's nothing major. Don't particularly like the horn, as I've said already. But overall, as an AI creature, I don't know how big it's going to be, but as an AI creature, it's very detailed, very good.
This will be able to be tamed, however, it would probably be limited to 1 per team, as these large beasts will require vast amounts of food to keep, and due to their size, a very large base. These creatures will act as moving fortresses, being able to be equipped with armor, siege weapons, and anti-dragon capabilities, but if this dragon is killed, everything on its back will be lost, along with the time it takes to grow or tame.
Okay, that's fair.
Myself and Ek have begun to create the Black Death on livestream. It started from a small cube, and in roughly 2 hours has become this. This will be the last AI creature to be added to the tech demo, which will act as a perfect food source for humans and dragons alike.
That is gorgeous. That is a beautiful model. I don't know if we've got any animations coming up of it, but that is beautiful. Really like that. Well done, guys.
While this creature is passive towards humans, if attacked, they will fight back. We may add the possibility of it being a tame. These creatures will allow them to pull carts, but this is only if we get the time, which is unlikely to happen. The Scathe animations are now on track to be made over the next month. The Scathe is an AI predator that patrols on the map in small groups of 3 to 5 members.
I'm not going to lie. I'm disappointed that it's an AI. Disappointed it's AI. But it's a beautiful model. I think it's going to look great once it's got a bit of a skin on it and it's been padded out. But the animation so far looks good, but I'm so gutted it's an AI model. Oh. Are we sure we can't make it playable?
Hunting down anything smaller than itself, or just weaker. Scathe have nests dotted around the map, and a lucky human player will be able to steal the egg and raise it for themselves.
Good death animation.
Now we move on to the world update. So Noah has been very hard at work with our tech demo map.
I mean, look at this. How good this map looks. It looks lush. It looks realistic. I like it. I like it. This is what I want to see. Give me games where the map is superb. You get the map spot on. And the gameplay of the dinosaurs or the dragons or whatever it is you want to call them. They are dragons in this, I know. But you get all that right. And the immersion makes itself. And you can live with little bugs and you can live with little glitches and stuff like that. But for me, when I play a game, I want to be immersed in it. Good world map, realistic animations, good gameplay. That's effectively what we're all looking for. Let's be honest.
With optimization efforts managing to improve most places to well above 60 FPS for moderately good NPCs, although we want as many people to be able to play as possible. We decided that the dock looked perfect and safe, so we burnt it down. We decided that we needed a few more options when it came to structures and places, so you may find more ruins dotted around the map. We also changed some of our environments. Our floating islands have had some polish added, such as more land bridges to allow for movement between them, as well as adding more foliage on top of each one. We have added a Stonehenge-like structure, the claw, and a few more things for you to discover.
Looks great.
Changes to water have been made. We added rain effects on rivers, so they have gone from looking like this.
Immersion, nice.
To this.
Immersion,
our
nice.
Our largest change, however, is our new location, the Crystal Caves. This is a large underground cavern with its own river and large crystals throughout the cave that can be affected by light changes, such as when a dragon uses an ability.
Yo, the way it turned dark as he went with the light not coming in so much, and there's this glowing effect that you can see on the screen right now. That is brilliant. Immersion, like I've said so many times. Love it. Absolutely love it. The way everything looks like it's flickering off. What little light there is. Brilliant. Oh, I'm so hyped for this game. Oh, let's go back into it.
This cave also connects to the large mushroom cave, which in itself is another really large cave.
Look at that. That is gorgeous.
And well, that's it. That's the entire tech demo map. Yep, that's right. It's done. It just needs testing and bug fixing, and that should not take too long to do. So what's next for the world updates? Well, I'm happy to announce that we've been starting on our first official game map. This will be a desert map. It'll be a 12 by 12 kilometer map in size, with the ocean at the bottom and several types of biomes within it, such as desert dunes, arid lands, and a few more similar areas. There will also be a huge underground cave system, but we will sort out the above ground stuff first. But this will be a brand new ecosystem with new creatures and many other hidden secrets. Okay, and lastly, moving on to other things that we've done. So our old server was quite outdated and was not actually meant for gaming, so we've been able to, thanks to our patrons of course, to rent a very good server that has increased performance and stability. However, we've had to spend some time making it work and tweaking a few things, sorting out areas, and the like.
That's
We
fair.
conducted a stress test on the new server, which allowed us to find an error with the team systems and the calls with dragons. This would produce errors which would pile up on the server, eventually causing 300,000 errors, which would crash the server. We have managed to fix this, which has also increased stability and reduced crashes. However, we will still need to improve stability and performance, as our goal is to have 100 players per server minimum.
That's fair. That's fair. It's work in
Our
progress.
programmers have been very busy. We've added a main menu, which obviously will change, but for now works fine. Then we added a loading screen, so people actually
Beautiful
know when
loading
it's
screen.
loading when you click play, rather
Beautiful
than it
loading
just
screen.
randomly working. We then added settings, which seems to have improved a lot of issues with lower NPCs.
Yep.
PCs. We also improved render distance of dragons, but this still needs more improvements, as there seems to be a few issues with it. We have also made some minor changes to the map. Some map fixes to stop falling through the terrain. We made the nights darker as it was too bright. We also reduced weather from happening, as it seemed to rain every few minutes, which was infuriating.
That's Papa Titans all over, isn't it?
Character selection was added, so you're now able to see how the dragon will look, depending on its gender and the skin that is used. You'll also be able to rotate this. This will eventually be used in the skin customization mentioned earlier in the video.
Okay.
We have begun to make our funding skins as well, so this is our first £10 tier skin. These will eventually be added to all base dragons for those that back.
Okay. I don't know who made the video, but in future, when you put music over it, like this bit's got, bring the music down a little bit so we can actually hear you talking. It's very hard to hear you talking, and while it is just a skin that you're showcasing a crowdfunding backer skin. This is what people are going to get if they crowdfund you. So bring the music down, maybe bring the mic up, just so I can hear you a little bit better. But the skin itself looks great. The skin itself looks fantastic.
Back on the Kickstarter or Indiegogo, but that will not be.
Look at that cosmic. Oh, I love cosmic skins. I always have. And this is a cosmic skin I can get behind. Hell yeah.
For a little while. So, this is some big news, and before I announce it, I need to clarify, nothing bad has happened. This is not bad news.
Okay.
We've taken the decision to delay the funding from March to Q2 of this year. Now, some of you may be disappointed, but this is to give us time to produce the game we want to and give you guys an actually enjoyable game to play. We have had some discussions behind the scenes, and we've come to the conclusion that in the current state, the game is actually currently in a tech demo for our patrons and content creators to try and play. However, once this is set to go public, it will be in more of a pre-alpha state, due to the amount of content it actually will have, which brings us onto the plan for our now pre-alpha public build.
Okay. I am completely fine with that. I'm one of their content creators anyway, but I'm completely fine with that on the basis that I want things to be done properly. I don't want to see stuff rushed. And if it means they've got to delay it by a little bit, what's Q2? Q2's 3 months in total. You know what I mean? It could be the start of Q2, it could be the back end of Q2. But it's still only 3 months. And I would much rather them spend those extra few months making a better, more optimized game that is closer to their vision than try to rush something out because of community pressure or because they feel they need to get it out quicker. Take your time. Make the game that you want to make to your vision, and people will wait for it. I'm going to wait for it. Like, I can play it now. I have got the game. Thank you to the Wings of Dawn team for giving me a code for that. But I'm not one of these people that is rushing for it to come out. I'm excited. I want it to come out, but I want it to be right. And I don't want to see the issues that other Dragon games, such as Day of Dragons, had. I want to see I want to see things more polished, to a point that they're happy to release it rather than we're releasing it because we want to get it out quickly. So, completely fine with that, and everyone should understand that. Everyone should want that.
So, be prepared for this very large list I'm going to go through. So, I'm going to start with Dragon stuff first. The Kirin, Icy Crown, and Vulcan will all be in the pre-alpha. They will all have a skin system that was mentioned earlier on, with a few handmade skins alongside them. A scent system will also be added to help dragons find food or drink.
I like it.
Combat
Immersion
will also be part of this, to add to the survival elements of the game, as well as their abilities, along with a team system for each species.
Okay.
Humans will be added, as well as the choice of a few character models to choose from, along with basic crafting systems. This will include weapons, tools, armor, and workbenches. Combat will be added as well, along with other survival elements like hunger and thirst. Resource gathering, such as wood, stone, ore, and other things. A team system, so you can see where your friends are, and of course a base building system, although this will probably be a prefab structures for now.
Yeah.
If we do get time, we may add Scathe taming, as mentioned earlier on.
Look at that.
Also, nomads will not be added in the pre-alpha.
That looks fantastic.
The environments will include a number of different AI. This will include William Warriors, Scathe, Antelope, and the Black Death. They will be scattered around the map, with certain AI actually moving from location to location in herds. Also, the Williams, Antelope, and Scathe do have all their animations currently. They just need to be polished or redone to be in line with our level of quality that we currently have now. Resource nodes will be scattered around the map, as well as berry bushes, fruit, and vegetables. A little thing to add is that everything will also require sounds, so they will have to be done as well.
Okay, that's fair.
Funding wise, we'll be making every backer skin and placing them on the Vulcan so you lot can see what they look like in game. And if we
This bottom one's quality. Whoever designed that is beautiful. Oh, this one's cool as well. Like different. This is cool. There are some really cool skins here.
We will do this for the Icy and Kirin as well.
Look at that!
The Indiegogo page will also be updated and made to look look nicer than it currently does, and made public a few weeks in advance of the funding period. I do need to make sure that is possible though. A short 1 to 2 minute long trailer will also be shown off, which will contain in-game stuff, as we don't want to be deceptive. We will then also do an extended trailer with our plans for the future of the Wings of Dawn. And finally, we will be updating the Steam page, which is already outdated as is.
Very transparent. They don't want to be deceptive with their trailer. Very transparent. Very good sign of good devs. Very good sign.
This will bring us into our pre-alpha state. And once mass testing has been finished, bugs have been fixed, and the game has been balanced, and all animations have been polished/changed, we will then release it to the public and start our funding adventure. So, this is our plan, and it's what we think is possible in the time period. For some context, dragons only require the team system to be fixed, the skin system added, and the scent to be started. The Kirin also needs to be started, but most of that has already been pre-made. Humans need to basically be started from scratch, although armor, hunger and thirst, and the team system has been made, and with the AI, everything has already been modelled and could be thrown in now. It just needs more polish.
That's
so
fair.
Yeah, we're actually pretty close, and we will be updating our public Trello list and our Google Docs tech demo list now going to be renamed to pre-alpha, so you can keep up to date on it. If you want to help support us and get access to the tech demo to try it out right now, please head over to our Patreon and become Wyvern tier or above. Please do not feel that you have to, pay or join or do anything like that. Joining our Discord, being active and telling others is more than enough. As I mentioned in the previous video, if any content creators want more info or want to get access, please come and message me, Clack Knight, over on our Discord. But thank you all so much for the support. I will reply to as many comments as possible, as I think I replied to almost every comment in the last one as well. So I'll do the same here. So thank you so much for watching. We also do have a special video coming out on Chinese New Year, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good day, afternoon or evening. And yeah, bye.
Okay, thoughts. A very good dev update. Very good dev update. Very clean. Very... what's the right word? Very smooth in the way they went through everything. They didn't seem to be hiding too much. Obviously, they're going to be hiding some stuff. They have to. It's part of making the game, building the hype, all that sort of stuff. I like the fact they're going to take their time with it, rather than rush an unfinished product that is bug heavy and not to the specs that they want. I like the fact they're gonna take their time with it more. I am gonna do a video for their Lunar Year video when that gets released. That's supposed to be released sometime either this week or, well, this week or next week, I think. I'm not really sure. I haven't looked. But overall, I'm very happy with the progress that's being made. It's nice to see it progressing so well and so quickly. I've seen that they do some streams. I don't know whether it's on YouTube or on Twitch or both. I think it's mostly on YouTube that I've seen them. But they do some streams where they go through where they're building stuff and stuff like that. I think this is one that's on the screen right now, although you are behind a wall, so you can't see it. But giving our antelope some love. So I think that's a stream, quality of life stream, yeah. So they do streams, so if you want to keep up with it or just want to sit and watch and see what they're doing, then they're very open with it. They show off the streams. It's fantastic. But yeah, that's going to be it. I'm very excited for the game, and we'll see where it goes from here. Like I said, I'll come back for the Lunar New Year video, but that is all from me. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next time for some more Dino or Dragon content.